Hello, in this video I will show you how to create simple triggers in VR, triggers that will be activated with the hands or the controller. So I did a video a long time ago with classic triggers where the player go in a specific area and it activates a trigger. For example, the player go near the door and it opens the door. But this time it's in VR and it's using the hands and the controller. So let's start. I have a Unity scene, very basic. So what I have just 3 objects. And these 3 objects, if each of them have a canvas. And what I want to do is just to display this canvas, this text on the button, when my hand touches the object or is near the object, okay? So, first, of course, by default, I will start with the canvas off. So I will go to sphere, I select canvas and I turn it off. I go to cube, canvas off, and cylinder. Canvas in this time is not a text but a button, but it's just an example. And I turn it off. So now I need to create the trigger, the trigger that will activate the display of the canvas. So for that, I will, for example, take my cube and I could say the trigger is a cube. So it means when I touch the cube, it activates the trigger. So here, the cube has already a box collider. I will just turn on is trigger, okay? On the cylinder here, I have also, this one is a capsule collider. Oh, I'm surprised. So normally it should be, so I will remove it. I can say, for example, mesh collider or box collider. Okay, and here this is trigger. And to double check the trigger, I can just click here the gizmo and I see that the trigger is correct. For this one, I will just make it a bit different. I will create a cube on top, and this is when I put my hand in the cube, so on top of the sphere, that it will activate the trigger. So here I will right click on sphere, 3D object, cube. I move it here. I will scale it a bit, put it on top of the sphere, and this one is trigger. And of course, I will turn off mesh renderer. Okay, so this cube is a trigger of the sphere. Okay, of course, I put it under the sphere, child of the sphere. Then if I move the sphere, of course, the trigger moves with it. So here, these 3 objects are ready. Now, I need to create the script that will activate the trigger. Okay, so I have already a script. This is this script here, and this script I will put it in the description of the video. Okay, I just explained to you, it's really the classic script that we are all using. We have this script named ProximityMenuTrigger. Okay, it will need an object. It will be the object that we will display. Okay, and when you enter your hand in the trigger, okay, it will just say that this object, the targetToShow object, is activated. When you go out of the trigger, exit trigger, the canvas will be off, okay? And here you see in the script there is this tag that is hand. So it will only do it for the object that have the trigger hand, okay? So I will go back on that later. So when you have the script, actually this script, I will just drag and drop on the collider, okay? So here we have the cube, I will drag and drop, and I need to tell him what is the target to show. So this is this canvas. Now I select the cube, I drag and drop the script, and I put its canvas here. Cylinder, same script and his canvas here. So here it should work, okay? But now we have to say, so what will activate this this trigger? And now I need to go to the rig. So this is the OpenXR rig, so it should work on all the OpenXR headsets. So me, I am using the Quest 3. So I will start with the left controller. So this left controller, you remember, we have to put a tag hand. The tags are here. I already created the tag hand. If you don't have, normally you should not. You just click on add tag, and here you can add as many tags as you want, okay? So me, you see, I created the hand. So I go back to left controller, and I have to be sure it's hand. Otherwise, even if the controller enters the trigger, it will not do anything. So it's a condition. So now add component, I will put a collider, like a sphere collider. So you see the sphere here is very big. I will reduce it, okay, to the size of the controller. And I will move it a bit. Yeah, here should be okay. And I say that this is a trigger, okay? Now I also need to add a rigid body. So rigid body. And rigid body, I will say we don't use the dynamic of the scene, so it is kinematic. We don't use the gravity. Interpolate to have better detection of the collision. I will put interpolate, and collision detection, I will put continuous speculative. Okay, so normally it should work. So this is the left controller. So let's try. I have my Quest 3 connected with a link. Okay, so I will try with the left controller. So you will see, of course, what I see in my headset. Okay, so here, if I put my left controller in the cube, you see it works. The right one, no, because I didn't do anything yet. Okay, here, this one is already activated. Hey, I'm surprised. Okay, so oh yeah, of course it works on the sphere. I already created add the script to the cube trigger of the sphere. Okay, so the left controller works. I will do the same on right controller. So I will put hand. I will put collider, sphere collider. I adjust the size. I change a bit the position. Okay, now I had the rigid body. Off, on, interpolate, continuous. Okay, so it will work, should work for the two controllers. For the hand, it's a little bit different. Me, I did the same for the hand. So the hand by default is off, okay? It's normal. By default, the system will work with a controller, but if you put the controller on the table, then your hand will be activated. So here, I will just turn it on to see where is the hand, okay? And adjust the position of my trigger. So left hand, the thing is, yeah, I will turn on also this one. Yeah, so now I can see the hand. As I say, if I put the collider rigid body on the left hand, it will not work. Because this left hand actually don't move. This object left hand don't move when you use your VR headset. What move is the poke interactor, the aim pose, and the pinch grab pose. So we will put it on aim pose, which is certainly the best object to pick. So aim pose, I say it's a hand. I had the collider, sphere collider, okay, size 0.1, and you see here the position is already okay. I don't need to do a translation. And yeah, is trigger, of course. Now, rigid body. So here, gravity off, kinematic on, interpolate, continuous speculative. So this one, okay. Now I will go to the next one, but before to leave, I will turn that off. Okay. And right hand, I will turn it, I don't need to turn it on. I just go to aim, collider, sphere. The size, you remember, it was 0.1. The position was already good on this one. Is trigger and rigid body. Gravity off, kinematic on, interpolate, continuous speculative. Normally, it should work, okay? So let's try. So I will start with a controller, because before I tested only the left controller. So here, let's see, yeah, it works. Let's check this one. Yeah, when I touch the cylinder, it displays a menu, you see, up. And this one works. So now let's try with the hands. So yeah, it works. Here when I touch the sphere, no, but if I go on top of the sphere, it doesn't work. Okay, so my right hand doesn't work. I must check why. Probably I forgot something. I think I forgot the tag. So let's see. So it was this one. Yes, I forgot to say it's with a tag hand. So you see how important is it. Okay, so that's all. It works. You see the script is very simple, but some of you don't like to do script. So I thought I should show you with a visual script. So for that, I will do it, for example, with a cube. So the cube, you remember, has the proximity menu script that I show you. I will turn it off, so no more trigger working. And what I will do, I will add the visual script. For that, you need to go to Package Management, Package Manager, and be sure you have your visual scripting installed, okay? So if you don't have it, you go to Unity Registry, you search for visual. Okay. Problem with my keyboard. Okay, visual scripting. This is this one, okay? So when it's installed, you select your cube and add component, visual, scripting, sorry, and you will have script machine. So now you have this visual script attached to your cube. What we need to do, source, you need to change it to embed, okay? Now you need to edit the graph, but for that, yeah, it's here, okay? Now what I will do, I will right-click and I will do exactly the same thing that what I had in my script. You see, enter the trigger, I compare if the tag is hand, and after I active or I don't active the object, okay? So here, let's start. So trigger, I will select OnTriggerEnter. So now I enter or not, so I need to test the value. So I will put the if, exactly like in the script, okay? And I, of course, connect this trigger. So after we test if we enter or not, so the next one we will say, okay, I will make the object active or not. So I go to set active, GameObject set active. So now, if it's true, I will activate the object, okay? So here there is no object. You have to tell him what object you will display. So here this is a cube canvas that I will drag and drop here, okay? So that this is exactly the same thing as the script. So you see what you prefer. And here I think we are ready. So again, this is a cube that I need to test. So let's play. Okay, so it's loaded. So let's check if it works. Yeah, you see, it works. So both scripts are working, okay, even if they are normal script, classic script, or visual script. So that's all. If you have any question, just write it in the comment. Thank you very much.